Welcome to 25 VP. 25 VP, it's a sort of a take on five-star hotel shared workspace, sort of coming from our background and sort of running five-star hotels. This is all, and also mainly this is also sort of Grosvenor's first venture into a shared workspace. What do we offer? We offer from private offices to your odd desk to a permanent desk, and it's like as I said earlier, it's like a hotel. We cater for all your needs, from printing to your coffee to lounge spaces, to meeting rooms. So it's like a full, all-encompassing shared workspace that give you all the facilities that you need.
Mm-hmm. And it's based in Eccleston Yards, which has gyms, restaurants, coffee shops and retail. So it's really an extension of your office that has so many other things. Place if you ride your bike in, you can store your bike safely and then go to the gym at lunchtime, all under sort of one roof. I'd say what makes us different from the rest is that we're fully all-inclusive, and what we mean by that is we have three types of memberships, which is a drop-in, a hot desk, and a private. And in those types of tiers of memberships, we provide you with all of your meeting rooms, all of your teas, all of your coffee, access to the building 24 hours a day. And what makes us very different is that you know exactly how much you pay per person per month, which makes it really simple and easy for companies to budget.
Yeah, and we also sort of bring that element of hospitality into it, into the space, sort of having a little sort of tweaks into the space from bringing your poles. We have concierge services in the building that will escort your guests if you come into the building. So we sort of had a little bit of that element of hospitality to sort of enhance the whole experience, which is completely different from what our competitors or anyone does within the sector right now.
Mm-hmm. I think so many people are sick of working at home, and we've seen, even though there's been the rolling extensions of lockdown continuing, the appetite for people to come back to the office has been really surprising in a positive way. I think there's lots of stories about, people are going to work at home forever, but we're not seeing that actually. And we're seeing that hybrid split of 3 to 4 days in the office, 1 day working at home. And I think people are just really missing that social aspect of being around other people, and they want to get out of their kitchen table and get back to the office.
Yeah, absolutely. And also just sort of have to what Grant is saying, the collaborative part of team is not there. You can't collaborate when you're working from Zoom or Teams. So you need that sort of physical contact to collaborate, to sort of engage and share ideas. So people are really, really itchy to come back. And it's those little simple things that the office conversation, the office banters are missing. And you can't really create that on the Zooms and Teams. So people are definitely looking to come back to work.
Yeah, I think the physical office will always have a place, and I think that's why Grosvenor have made this their first foray into being that physical representation of, well, what does the future of the office look like? And we'd love people to come and see 25 EP in all its glory.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I think we're lucky where we're based. We're based in Belgravia, so we are sector diagnostics. So we've had different people from sort of different companies, from private equity to designers to studio, or photographers to pharmacists. So I think the whole sector has changed, and people are now more open to sort of come and try a shared workspace. Conventionally, like private equity and hedge funds will want to sort of get their own building and their private floor, but now they're open to the whole idea of it. So I think we're seeing a massive change in that as well.
And I think what has really changed is people who've been in traditional leases are now moving to more flexible, because the world of work has dramatically changed. And as Ola was saying, we're right in the heart of Belgravia, so you don't necessarily have to be one particular sector. With all the transport links we have here, we've got many different local residents, but people who travel into central London. So we've got a beautiful mix of companies that are here already.
Absolutely.
We do actually. We're lucky across the board. So mostly what we do is private office, ranging from 2 to about 40 in size. But the sweet spot of that is those smaller companies between sort of 6 to 12. So we do have some of those bigger companies that base themselves here. They typically have their head office outside central London, and they take a satellite office. But we also have those small SMEs that also have their only office space with us. So it's nice to have that mix of different types of companies here.
Yeah.
I think what it creates is it creates a real atmosphere for our offering. So when you have a client who comes to see you and you want to sort of go for lunch, when you pop down, you have 3 or 4 restaurants that you can go to, and in the afternoon you can go down to your gym if you want it. And in the yard itself, we have a lot of programming. For example, Wimbledon is shown in here, so there's a lot of activities always happening. So which is like an extension of your office, really. So it's sort of creating that whole community feel as well, and a lot of the retailers will then sort of have a fantastic relationship with a lot of their clientele, because they're having more regular customers on a daily basis, which is really good.
And I think with the way that work has really changed, having people who go to the gym in the middle of the day, who finish work maybe at 3 o'clock and want to be social and catch up with their friends, being here in Eccleston Yards and 25 EP, it really affords those members that opportunity. And if you are a member at 25 EP, you get anywhere from sort of 10 up to 20% discount across all of the retailers here. So it really is creating that loyalty for people who choose to base their companies here. I think we're fortunate enough to, Ola and I have worked together for a number of years, but working in hotels and restaurants, bringing that element into the serviced office space, it's needed, because everyone wants to be looked after. We all have our favorite restaurant, we all have our favorite hotel we like to go to, but why can't you have your favorite workspace where people really look after you and know that you like to have your cup of tea in the morning, and actually your particular needs catered for? And I think that's what 25 EP offers differently, which is we really understand hospitality. We understand that it's about delivering to a customer's needs. And that's where our focus on. So we've got our concierge team here, along with the rest of the management, who, if you want to book a restaurant or have your post sent, or you need a gift picked up from the shop and your time poor, then our team will take care of that for you. So it's really bringing that extension of like concierge into serviced office.
Yeah, and also a simple, which is one of Grant's sayings, like hospitality sector, it's all about service. And in every sort of, in the service sector, it's just a massive link with hospitality, because it's all about giving that service. And so bringing that element to here, it's so important, sort of our background, understanding what people need and really, really catering for them. That has enabled us to sort of foster a real community. And I know that word is used a million times these days, but creating a real community is a great example of what hospitality people do, and that sort of enables us from our team. They all come from that sort of background as well, so we recruit from that sort of like our concierge come from Savoys and stuff. So we ensure that we foster that community and that relationship part. Hospitality is sort of our background. It helps us a lot with that.
And I think it takes great vision. Eccleston Yards is truly, Grosvenor's vision realised. And what I think they do very well is about placemaking. It's not just about having an office in a building. It's about, okay, well, if we have an office in a building, then what are the periphery businesses that need to support that? And it's that wider thinking, not just that short term, okay, well, great, let's create something for now. Let's create something that is actually really long term. And that's why it takes great vision. And Grosvenor are very good at doing that.